This is the city, Los Angeles, California, and the LA Lycans hoping to improve to 4-6, but they are facing a formidable foe in the undefeated London Knights. Hello everybody, Ethan Muslin here alongside my partner Brett Solberg. London coming off to 9-0 start, their best start in franchise history. Looking to possibly run the table, they're going to have to go against a Lycan squad tonight, and that might just be their biggest challenge coming into this last third of the season.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough test for them nonetheless, these Los Angeles Lycans. Despite having the best passing defense in the SFL, they're coming up against a team that you don't know what they're going to come into offensively, because we know about the Robert Merrill kind of running offense that they can whip out, but we saw just against Queen City that Johnny Pickler can still throw a football. He's coming off 418 yards of passing and a 44-13 victory. This is going to be a big test for LA. It's no question about it, but it's going to be all determined on how Los Angeles is going to fare out and how they're going to bring their defense out to play.
Yeah, the LA defense is currently 6th in the SFL in points allowed, just a hair over 23 points per game. But they are also first in the league in passing yards allowed at 211. But they're in the bottom half of the league at rushing yards, so we're probably going to be seeing a lot of Robert Merrill coming out of the London offense. Should be an interesting matchup for both squads. London, as we said, is 9-0, undefeated. Going into this game, LA currently 3-6. Looking to hopefully improve themselves to 4-6 and keep themselves in the hunt for the playoffs.
We want heads. Real kick.
Going to be an interesting matchup as the coin toss is getting underway. LA will kick the ball off to start the first half. So we will see Sid O'Lindy, the 2-season vet, kick this away. And back to return for London will be Terrence Weary. And here we go from Full Moon Coliseum. Getting from about the 3, Weary going to bring up to the 20 and get wrapped up at the 23. And they'll call it the 24-yard line. And that'll set up London's first drive of the day. And they will bring out Johnny Pickler, as we were talking about this season, on the lower half of most of the categories, but he is number 1 in QBR and fewest sacks allowed.
Yeah, that's the biggest important part, because London has kind of changed the face of their offense, really going on a very Merrill-heavy offensive set. But like I said last week, Johnny Pickler's coming off 418, so he may be wanting to sling this rock more.
Handoff to Merrill's going to go up the middle for about a yard, brings it to the 25. Robert Merrill, number 1 in the league in rushing yards and touchdowns. They'll give us time to introduce the rest of the London offense. We talked about Johnny Pickler as quarterback. Robert Merrill's the running back. To Tiberius Bovine, the Hall of Famer, going to fullback. Wide receivers are Terrence Weary, formerly of Los Angeles. Then Fox Highwind and Mincalia. Tight end is Benji Matson. On the line, Anthony Anderson, Piran Ibarra, Wallace DeMorinville Jr., and Demetrius Farmer. At left tackle, guard, center, and right guard, respectively. And that pass intended for number 10, that's Bryce Carter, the secondary receiver, is incomplete to bring up third down.
You know, and Los Angeles is doing pretty well starting off with these first 2 plays here, stopping Robert Merrill for only a yard on the first down play and forcing Pickler to throw here on the second, and now eventually a third down here, so they really need to step up defensively, these defensive backs.
Shotgun with 3 wide to the left side against the dime set. Pickler with a high snap, throws it. Oh, nearly intercepted. Knocked down away by Ryan Proster. And they'll force 4th down to bring out the punting unit from London.
Yeah, and Los Angeles would easily call that a successful defensive drive for the Lycans, and they're forcing London for a quick 3-and-out. How often have we seen that this season from the Knights, except for maybe late in the 4th quarter when the game has already been said and done for them? So great job from Los Angeles to get this football back, but now this offense needs to step up in their own way to get a score out of this drive.
So to bring up 4th down, Shane O'Donnell to punt this away. Bit of a low snap. Gets it away. Fair catch will be called at the 44-yard line. And we'll bring up Los Angeles for their first drive of the ball game. Sully Richardson at the bottom of all categories and completions and attempts for yards, but it's been compensated by the fact that he's been picked off fifth least in the league.
Yeah, and it's just all due to the lack of attempts that he's making because Los Angeles doesn't mince around when it comes to their drives. They try to go quick and they try to score very, very quickly.
Pistol set, they're going to hand it off and get about a yard on the play. That was Logan Jack, the running back, bringing it up for a yard. We'll introduce the rest of the Los Angeles offense. Quarterback, Sully Richardson. Running back is Logan Jack and Tommy Rahman, the fullback. Wide receivers are Elsie Pryor, Chris Lee, and Shea Carroll. Tight end is Jack Flash. The lineman, Marcus Candy, the rookie of Lexington. At left tackle, left guard is Vladimir Dunham, and the center is Bob Dunham. From the pistol again for second down. Pass here to the left side is completed for a gain of 3. Nice easy pass there for Chris Lee. This sets up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, and I think this Los Angeles offense definitely needs to, change their shape, especially in this game against London, because if you're going to expose any part of that London defense, I would suggest it's their passing game, because they are 16th in the league in pass defense with 287 yards allowed.
3rd down and 6 on the offset eye. Richardson with time in the pocket, throws down the middle, incomplete, nearly intercepted by Anthony Wayo. And that'll force 4th down and bring out the punting unit for LA.
And right now, both these defenses kind of knowing what both are going to do right now to start things off. It's really a feeling out process for both these teams. And London's going to quickly get this football right back as if nothing ever happened.
So both sides undergoing a 3 and out for their first drives. Feeling each other out in these early minutes here in the first quarter. Amelia Grace, she'll punt this away. Bit of a side snap, a little bit of trouble, but gets it away. Fair catch will be called down at the 18-yard line. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game all into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. 3 wide receivers for first down versus a nickel package with Johnny Pickler under center. Quick step, throws to the right side. It'll be completed. And it could be a good gain of 8 yards on the play. Caught there by Terrence Weary for his first catch of the day.
Yeah, and I think London kind of liked that play from the get-go there, starting off with a first down pass, getting it to Terrence Weary, like you said, the former Lycan himself, to kind of get this passing game started. First completion for Johnny Pickler, and they've got 4 wide out going again, so don't be surprised if Pickler throws again.
Yeah, they got 4 wide with 3 bunch to the right for second down. Pickler fakes the handoff, going to throw to the left side, wide open completion. Good for a first down, brings it to the 35 by Vin Calia.
Yeah, and Los Angeles is doing the right thing by guarding the deep pass, but it's leaving those, medium routes wide open. And Vin Calia is probably one of the masters of the medium routes, and he's going to get wide open just like that on a quick first down. No problem for London.
A gain of 9 on the play, brings it 1st and 10 at the 35. Same formations here. Pickler faking the handoff, throws down the middle, completed, just short of the first down. Nice completion on that play by Tiberius Bovine, the fullback, for about 9.5.
And we kind of forget that Bovine, it used to be a tight end, and now he's converted into fullback, so he's still got those nice, crisp hands if he needs to with, a couple of receptions here and there for this London squad.
Hashtag throw to the FB at that point. Second down in inches. Pickler under center, hands off to Merrill. Goes to the right side, gets wrapped up on first contact, stays forward, and gets the first down, bringing it to the London 49-yard line. There to tackle from Tazzy Blackwell. That'll give us time to introduce the Los Angeles defense. On the line is Brogan Spiraw, Ace Blackwell, John Nevels, and Gary Marks. Linebackers are Tazzy Blackwell, Chad Stinson, and Buddy Blaze. Cornerbacks are Mike Scott, Jack Hacksaw, and TD Jack. The safeties are Rochelle Colston, Ryan Proster, and Ryan Yosef. From the 49, first down, throw here to the left side, is completed for Calia. We'll get down to the LA 45, and that'll bring up second down and 4.
Yeah, and this is kind of what London's starting to adjust themselves into. We've seen a lot of, big plays from them early on this season, the London Knights, and they would just run up the scores very quickly. But right now, they're kind of starting to dictate the time of possession and try to tire defenses out. We saw this a little bit against Queen City, and it worked out to spectacular fashion for them. So even with that adjustment, it seems like in this drive, they're trying to continue doing that work.
Second down with an offset I. This will be a free play, free first down with a 5-yard penalty. Nothing's going to do there for the run for Merrill, but it won't matter with the offsides.
Yeah, just a quick jump on that right edge side, and that's all it's going to take for them to get free first down, the Knights, and they'll take this any day of the week.
Penalty called against Brogan Spiraw. That'll bring a free 5 yards for the Knights and bring up first down from the 40. So a bit of an anxious Los Angeles defense here, really wanting to take down the undefeated Knights. Going to set up first down from the 40. Pickler from the shotgun, 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Quick step, throws down the middle, pass completed. And that's Terrence Weary again making the catch. He gets down to the 29 for a gain of 11.
Everyone went with the slant route there, and here's the motto for all slants. Everyone slants, someone's going to get open, and it happened to be Terrence Weary, the middleman of that 3 to the left, just left open enough for Pickler to throw that football, and we always forget that Pickler has a cannon for an arm.
Now first and 10 again from the 29, offset I formation. The handoff to Merrill, going to go right side, has room to run. It gets about to the 25, wrapped up at the 22-yard line. Nice gain of 7 on that play before getting wrapped up by Tazi Blackwell.
Yeah, and it looked like he kind of got blocked by his own offensive player. And if he wouldn't have got blocked by his own offensive player, he probably would have had that extra space to go for the touchdown. So a little bit unfortunate for London, but nonetheless, they'll still take the 7.
Second and 3, offset I formation again, receiver to the right. Pickler handing it off to Merrill again, left side this time, gets the first down, cannot shake the tackle. They'll get wrapped up at the 16-yard line by Mike Scott. But it's another first down for the Knights now inside the LA red zone.
Yeah, and now we're getting to a bit of territory in this drive where Los Angeles was going to start getting a little bit scared about, because despite having a great passing defense, they are amongst the bottom in the league in rushing defense, and right now they're having a tough time against Robert Merrill in this drive.
Looks to be a passing set, but they'll run to Merrill up the middle. And another gain of 6 goes to the 10-yard line. Merrill doing pretty well for himself, averaging 5 yards a carry.
Yeah, and he'll take 5 yards a carry right now, and that's just going to keep setting him forward. He's leading the league in rushing yards by it feels like a country mile, it seems, these days. So he's just taking it easy at this point.
Second and 4, Merrill getting the handoff again. The ball is loose,
wow,
and it's picked up by Los Angeles. An incredible turnover, and the ball is recovered by Tazi Blackwell.
That is a blink and you miss it fumble as well. Let's check the replay here. How often it's just a quick punch of the ball as well. Again, blink and you miss it kind of fumble, and it lands just right in the vicinity of 3 Los Angeles defenders, and as well as London was driving down the field, just one mistake, one fumble is all it takes for Los Angeles to get this football back.
Yeah, it's an incredible instance when you lose the ball inside the opponent's red zone. It can dishearten you a little bit. Run here for Logan Jack goes nowhere for a loss of 1. That'll give us time to introduce the London Knight defense. On the line, William Davidson, Sowen Lane, and Cam Frosby. Linebackers are Jeff Gagne, Tony Roberto, the man who made that tackle, and Talamax Scarborough. Cornerbacks are Tanner Hendricks, Brian Ewing, and Emmanuel Blackman. Safeties are Anthony Wayo and Jack Russell. Pass here from Richardson's completed. Good for a first down. Going to get brought down to the 27-yard line. And the completion there for Elsie Pryor.
Yeah, and Pryor just did a good job of just continuing to run after the catch, not really caring about who's in front or behind him at that point, just looking to get that first down. And that's what all it took to get that first down for Pryor.
First down for the Lycans, now at their own 27. Richardson, quick step, little pass down the middle, incomplete. Nearly bobbled away on that one. Jeff Gagne getting his hands on it, bring up second down.
Yeah, and Jeff Gagne has been kind of been all over the place in terms of pass deflections and, trying to grab interceptions this season. He's already got 11 pass deflections, make that his 12th after that play, and he's got 2 picks to his name, and he probably wants to continue to add on to that list today.
2nd and 10, offset I with 3 wide. 2 receivers to the right. Hand off to Jack. Going nowhere again. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play. Nice little stop there from number 99, Talamac Scarborough. Now sets up 3rd and long.
Yeah, and there comes that league best rushing defense coming in, and you could see there's 2 defenders just in the vicinity of Logan Jack. It was all dependent on who was going to get to him, and it happened to be Scarborough on this one.
3rd down and 11. Dime formation for the London Knights. 4 wide receivers in the 2 and 2. Richardson, quick step, pump fakes, pumps down the middle. It's caught for a 1st down just inside the 38-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion from Shea Carroll.
And it might be one of those days where Los Angeles has to rely themselves on their 3rd downs, which hasn't been their best friend this season. Only 46% of the time they've converted on 3rd down, which is best for 25th in the league.
Richardson from the shotgun is going to heave one down the right side, and it's intercepted! Picked away from Tanner Hendricks, and going to get brought down at the 41-yard line. So that's 1 turnover apiece for both sides of the football. It'll be London ball once again.
And as well as Los Angeles was getting that drive as well, you have to remember London, despite their middling, in terms of yardage defense and in the air, they've got an elite defensive back core, and they just continue to grab those deep interceptions, and that's just a prime example there. London back out on offense.
Yeah, the London Knights that is the 30th interception for the Knight defense. That makes them 4th in the league this season. Screen pass to Merrill is going to be good for about a 1st down and a little bit more. Going to bring it up to the 42-yard line. They'll call it for about a gain of 15.
Yeah, and here's what they've done a little bit more often with Robert Merrill is those swing passes, a good adjustment to kind of change the pace in terms of the offense and not wholly rely on Robert Merrill. At one point, they were leading the league in rushing attempts by a country mile, but now they're only 9th in this league in carries with 214 heading into this game, so they're switching it up here, which is good.
Pickler, low snap from the shotgun. He's going to throw down the middle. Big hit as he made the catch down to the LA 36-yard line. That was Benji Matson, the tight end, getting his 1st catch of the game.
Yeah, and they're going healthy dose of Johnny Pickler through this game here as he continues to sling that rock. And despite, being 0 for 2 to start off this game, he has been red hot since. He hasn't stopped completing the football since. He's 7-7 since.
Hand off to Merrill, right side. Going to get wrapped up at the 36. Going to get about a 2-yard gain on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 3. Jack Hacksaw, way to make that tackle, tough guy.
Yeah, and that's a big tackle on Merrill as well, because usually he can just break off that 1st tackle, get 1st downs, and get to the end zone. Now, a big 3rd down for London here to continue this drive, maybe get into field goal range for their kicker.
Pass here to the right side, completed for the 1st down, sliding out of bounds at the LA 30-yard line. Weary making another catch and a big 3rd down conversion for the Knights.
Yeah, just a quick outs for Weary as well, just to get to the sidelines, and already getting involved big time is Terrence Weary with his 3rd reception, and he's getting those 1st downs for London, making LA pay here.
So a new set of downs just inside the LA 30-yard line. 1st and 10, offset I formation. Handing off to Merrill, left side. Going to get wrapped up in the backfield. Nothing there on the 1st tackle. But Tazzy Blackwell there to make the play after Merrill gains 3.
Yeah, and they're going to need to have a swarm attack, this Lycans defense, to get to Robert Merrill and, limit his yards per carry as much as possible. And we know that eventually he does get his, but get him, battered and bruised a bit before he starts tracking down those yards.
Pickler now in the shotgun. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Stepping back, has time in the pocket, throws up, picked away, nearly intercepted. Oh, but there's a catch made by Benji Matson on the deflection. 12-yard line for the catch. 1st down, London.
Yeah, and that might be one of the big reasons why London is 9-0, having those kind of hands come out of nowhere.
Wow.
Look at that. Benji Matson just, right place, right time after two LA-likened defenders couldn't get his hands on the ball. We can call that Benji magic to get themselves in the red zone.
Great awareness by Benji Matson to see that football being deflected, get his hands on it, and keep it in London hands. 1st and 10 at the 12. Pickler stepping back, little pressure, stepping forward. He'll get wrapped up near the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play. And a good tackle there from number 99, Gary Marks.
Yeah, and that was just the pocket collapsing for Pickler, so the best option that he had at this point in his head was to get as close to the line of scrimmage as he can and only get that 1-yard sack.
That'll take us to the end of the first quarter here in LA, and we are scoreless after 1. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Twitch. Back here at Full Moon Coliseum in LA, Ethan Muslin, Brett Solberg here on the call. 2nd and 11 to start the second quarter. Pickler throwing down the middle. Pass nearly intercepted. Oh, that was a dangerous throw to Ryan Yosef, but he couldn't haul it in to bring up 3rd down.
And we'll be seeing a lot more end zone interceptions over the second half of this season. And that looked to be a for sure interception for Yosef, but just couldn't get his full hands on the football, giving London another shot to at least get a first down. They only need to get to the 2 to get a fresh set.
2 for the first down, 12 for the score. 13 for the score. 3rd and 11 from the shotgun. 5 wide receivers. Pickler stepping back. Gonna throw to the end zone.
Okay.
Caught! Touchdown! London! Then Kalia getting into the open end and puts London on the board.
Yeah, and you talk about the versatility of Vin Kalia, a guy who can both play the deep ball and be a red zone threat for you. This is a guy that had an 89-yard touchdown against Queen City, and then in here coming in, he was the red zone threat of that play straight away, and London scores first here in the second quarter.
That drive going 9 plays, 59 yards, 3 rushes, 5 passes with only 1 incompletion on the play. Kick here is up and through for JT Delaney, and that'll make it 7-0 London with 10:54 to go here in the second quarter. The SFL network is coming to the ESTV Plus app. 24/7 SFL programming will include content created by the community, SFL's greatest games from the archives, exclusive network content, and live SFL regular season games. Download the ESTV Plus app on your Android or iPhone, or on your TV through Roku, Amazon Fire, Vizio, and more. The SFL network, where SFL creators come together. Turn here from Shea Carroll's going to bring up to the 25-yard line. So LA going to have to respond after that London touchdown. After going scoreless in the first quarter, London immediately scoring here in the second. So LA is going to hopefully get some points back.
Yeah, and here's the issue for LA here. Their first quarter, Logan Jack couldn't get anything involved, -1 yard, and they got 25 yards of total offense, and they definitely need to change that up here in the second.
1st and 10, they're going to have twins to the left side. Richardson stepping back, throws left side, has an open receiver, gets it caught to the 32. Tackle brought out of bounds. It looks like that was Emmanuel Blackman making the catch and Chris Lee making the reception.
Yeah, and this is what Los Angeles needs to do, I think. They need to tire that London defense so they can trot themselves forward here. They might just need to settle on nickel and dime offenses. Don't play anything too pretty and just keep relying on, efficient passes from Sully Richardson.
Looks like they are set up in a 42 nickel against this LA offense with 3 wide receivers. Richardson stepping back, screening out to Jack, shakes 1 tackle, gets it up to the line to gain, but just short of the first down. Let's say he got about maybe 3.5 on the play to bring up 3rd down in inches.
No, I would argue that he got that first down straight away. At least the football crossed the first down boundary, but they're going to trust on his knees hitting down behind. And yeah, they're going to give him about 6 inches to the first down marker here.
Richardson in the shotgun, 3 to the left, 2 to the right for 3rd and very short. Gonna throw it out, tapped away, incomplete. Tipped away there from number 24 of London. That's the secondary cornerback, Jalen Perry, knocking that away, and that'll force LA to punt.
Yeah, and that's one of those dangerous passes you can't throw on a third and short, especially when it comes to a third and inches scenario. You can have your out routes and your stop routes, but I think in this situation, you go with a fullback dive or a halfback dive or a quarterback sneak. You just trust on whoever's closest to the spot of the hike essentially, and get yourself a first down. But nonetheless, it's a punt of the football away here.
Yeah, so they'll kick that. Could be a kick away for Amelia Grace. Going to hopefully try to flip the field for London to their own 35. Side snap. Kick is away. And it will be caught at the 30. Wrapped up at the 31. And they'll give him another yard to bring it up to the 32-yard line. Nice flip of the field there from Grace. A little bit of a better field position than where they left it.
Yeah, and here's what Los Angeles needs to do defensively. They need to force a stop against London, because if they get going and they score on 2 consecutive drives, it might spell doom for the rest of the game for this Lycans, because once London gets going, sometimes they just can't stop.
1st and 10, offset I formation, handoff to Merrill, goes up to the right side, going to get wrapped up by 2 defenders. Looks like it was Proster and Yosef. Oh, excuse me. And it gets to the 36-yard line for a gain of 3.
Yeah, not too bad of a decision to start off with Robert Merrill to see if they can establish a run game a little bit early in this drive here, but don't be too surprised if they go with maybe an out route scenario. They're going to go with 2 backs, so this might be another Merrill run here.
Yeah, it's an offset I. They only have 1 receiver. Pickler going to throw it, screens it to Merrill, completed on outside the line of scrimmage, only going to get a couple of yards on the play. It's another gain of 3. This sets up 3rd down and 4 after the Blackwell tackle.
Yeah, another big 3rd down here for Los Angeles. They need to stop any momentum here from London on this drive and get them to a quick 3 and out. And if they get any kind of big play out of this, that's a double-digit yard run or pass that spells doom possible.
From the power eye, Merrill with the handoff, going to get wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Nice. Great stand by the LA defense as Mike Scott saves the drive, and they'll get the football back on the 3 and out.
Yeah, you talk about bend but don't break defenses, but in a scenario when you're facing the London Knights, you need to stop them right away. Force them on 3 and outs and have that offense stay on the sidelines. Force that defense to stay out there as long as possible. Great work from LA to force this 3 and out.
We'll see Shane O'Donnell kick away again. And this one will be caught at about the 26. Get a couple of yards, and they'll bring it up to the 29-yard line. The SFL Weekly Fantasy Contest is officially up and running. Think you can draft the best team every week while staying under the cap? Or maybe you just want to enhance your SFL experience. It's free to play with no season-long commitment, and a new contest opens every week on Tuesday night. Join now and show off your fantasy skills to the rest of the league. Contact Jack Wall, Stephen Hacker, or Hunter Norwood on the SFL Discord to join today. LA going with 3 wide receivers to the left side for 1st down. Richardson going to throw. Left side will be completed. Gets good enough yards for the 1st down and gets out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Has a great pass from Shea Carroll.
Man, how often have I seen Shea Carroll do this in a different uniform? It's good to see that he does it in LA as well. Just look at the catch afterwards and using his hands, just the stiff arm, to get himself that extra couple yards, get that 1st down right away. And that's what Los Angeles needs. They need to get those 1st downs, chip that defense, that London defense down as much as possible to get a score out of this drive.
Great gain of looks to be about 12 yards on the play. Sets up 1st down at the LA 41. Richardson in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Nickel pack going 33 for London. Pass down the middle. Nearly intercepted by Anthony Wayo. It nearly landed right in his hands.
Yeah, super close from that being just a quick turnaround for London again. And that, again, we talk about how great the secondary has been all season. You just look at those interception counters. Hendricks and Ewing with 5, Blackman with 4, Wayo with 7, Russell with 6. They're just a well-oiled machine on that secondary core.
Shotgun formation again for Richardson on 2nd and 10. Stepping back, throwing deep to the right side. It's caught on the run. Goes into London territory for a 1st down. Big play on that one by Carroll.
Yeah, and they're trusting on veteran leadership, someone like Shea Carroll, someone who can get you down the field, and someone that Sully Richardson can only throw into those specific hands. Because, like I said, that defensive backcourt is so tough because they're usually right on any receiver, and they were right on Carroll. But Sully Richardson threw a fantastic pass that only Shea Carroll could catch.
Yeah, he got ahead of those defenders, and a great throw from Richardson. Shotgun formation for 1st and 10 once again. Richardson, pressure from the left side, going to throw down the middle. It will be completed just short of the first down. Let's say about 9.5 on that one for Chris Lee. Sets up 2nd and short.
And it looks like everything's starting to shape up here for Los Angeles, and it looked to be Carroll again instead of Chris Lee on the catch. But right now, LA in field goal territory, first off, for Sid O'Lindy, but now starting to threaten to score 6.
Pressure coming up the middle for Richardson. He'll throw it out, and it's incomplete. Oh, that one intended for Lee, but Jack Russell there. Excuse me, no, that was Logan. Excuse me, that was Flash. Jack Flash to tight end, the intended target, but a big defensive stand there from London.
Yeah, and now forces a 3rd and inches here, and they've been in this situation here. It's a little bit further. I would say this is about 9 inches to the first down marker this time, and they're not going to go running back set. They're going to go shotgun empty set here.
5 wide receivers, 3 to the left side. Dime pack from London. Richardson in the shotgun. Good snap. Throws it to the left. It's completed for a first down. It's up to the 15, down to the 12-yard line. There's Chris Lee making the pass. And it's first down at the 12.
And that was just great offensive line work from Los Angeles to give Sully Richardson the time and the patience needed to just wait for any receiver to get open. Chris Lee cut a great out route to get himself at all the space in the world and gets himself a nice first down, pretty much goal line territory for the Lycans.
Offset eye for 1st and 10 at the 12. Nickel pack for London. Richardson, quick step, under pressure, throws down the middle. It's completed up to the 5, down to the 4-yard line. Another great pass. This one, I think, goes to number 89, Shea Carroll again. That's his 5th catch of the game so far.
Yeah, and they're really relying on him in this drive. I believe that's his 4th catch of the drive alone, and he has been the man of the job here. Now 4 yards to the end zone, just need 2 for the first down, but they smell blood on this defense.
Pistol set here for 2nd down and 2 from the 4. Handing it off, up the middle, just short of the goal line, but it'll be enough for Logan Jack to get the first down at the 2. 1st and goal to go.
And nice misdirection play as well, because I thought that was going to be a pass straight off as Sully Richardson was starting to throw some nice dots around the field. It with a late handoff to Logan Jack, and that's just enough for the first down. So now they have 3 chances to get to the end zone.
High formation with twins to the right. Hand off, up the middle, into the end zone. Touchdown, LA!
And the crowd in Full Moon Stadium are howling for this team as they probably had the most picture-perfect drive they could have against this London Knights defense, breaking them down, getting as close to the end zone as possible, finding every single possible route they can, and there's an extra point from tying this game. Great work from Los Angeles all around.
That LA drive, 9 plays, 70 yards, finishing in that 2-yard touchdown for Logan Jack. Kick here on the way for O'Lindy, and it is good. That ties it up at 7 apiece with 5:16 to go in the first half. So it's been a nice battle between both of these squads, leading up to a 7-7 ball game, and we're just about 5 minutes left away from halftime.
Yeah, and Los Angeles, if they want to continue to, keep throwing these subtle jabs, these punches in London in this proverbial boxing match, another stop will do a long ways for them here.
This one being taken in by Weary. And bring out to the 20. Tried to top a defender, but gets wrapped up down to the 25-yard line. So good drive for LA. Hopefully they'll get a better defensive stand here again and get the football back.
Yeah, and if you're thinking from the London side here, you've kind of been quiet so far in this game. If you look at your drive so far, you've had punt, fumble, touchdown, punt. And that's usually not what you see out of your Knights so far this season. So someone's got to wake up on the offensive side here.
1st and 10. Pickler with time throws to the left side. He'll get it completed to Kalia, and to get about 9 yards on the play before getting out of bounds by Chad Stinson. The 2nd and 1 coming up.
Yeah, and this is just traditional London work here. Just, catch and run opportunities for London. They love these quick out routes. They give as much space as possible to the edge receivers. And Vin Cali is one of the best at, catching and running as well. Just the all-purpose receiver, I like to call him, because he's great for deep threats. He's good for red zone threats, and he can get you those catch and runs as well. Just a fantastic all-around wide receiver.
That was Buddy Blaze, making that tackle on the last play. Power I formation for 2nd and 1. Pickler. Oh, my! And a big sack there for a loss of 7. Big defensive play there for LA, and that's a big sack for Ace Blackwell.
Yeah, we came into this game talking about how Johnny Pickler's only been sacked 7 times coming into this game here, and now he's already been sacked twice. So this LA defense has stepped up huge. Another 3rd down for London.
Pickler going to throw here on 3rd down, completed for the first. Pass completed to Weary. Going to bring it up to the 42-yard line, and that's another gain of about 17.
Yeah, superb response from London after the sack there. It was a 3rd and long scenario, and they, stayed composed, how 9-0 teams usually do, and they just went with, their best pass run, the pass play that they could go with. And Terrence Weary has been the man so far for this first half for the London Knights, and he just got him another big 1st down.
1st down at the 42. Pickler going to throw to the right to Merrill. It's completed. Going to get up to the 49-yard line. Another gain of 7 on the play. There's Chad Stinson making the stop. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and Robert Merrill has been really paying the benefits of getting those nice little swing passes there, averaging just around 9 yards of reception so far. And it's been working because it's been setting up 2nd and shorts for them.
2 and 2 for Johnny Pickler here for 2nd and 3 from the shotgun. Quick pass down the right side, incomplete. That one intended for Fox Highwind or to Benji Madsen. Well, they were in that crossing route there, but just deflected off of them, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you had the all slants on the left side, and it looked like Weary was going to be open once again, but Pickler goes right this time, and again, sets up a 3rd down situation here for London, who have been a little bit up and down so far with it. They're 3 of 5, so it's still okay. Can they go 4 for 6?
Pickler will have 4 wide receivers. He's got Merrill in the backfield. Going to fake the handoff. Throws to the left side.
Yes,
wide open receiver. That gets the 1st down to the LA 43-yard line. Vin Calia getting his 5th catch of the day.
Yeah, and this is what they wanted to do here on this drive. Shed some clock and get some 1st downs, and right now they are trotting down the field. They've been taking a good 2 minutes off the clock here so far, and right now every play has really been working for them right now.
New set of downs for the Knights at the 43. Handoff Merrill to the left side. Gets caught right at the line of scrimmage and goes nowhere on that play. So no gain, 2nd and 10 coming up once again.
And right now, Los Angeles kind of has figured out the blueprint into, stopping Robert Merrill a little bit here, as he's now had his 11th attempt rushing, and he's only averaging, get this, 2.3 yards per carry right now. So LA, they found something here in this first half.
Yeah, it's down from the 5 per carry he's had. Merrill going to run to the left side again. Going to get decked at the 39. It's a 4-yard gain before getting brought down by Rochelle Colston. Then 3rd down and 6 coming up.
And another test here for London. This LA defense doing a great job of bending but not breaking. But right now, this is their biggest test of this drive, is if they can prevent a 1st down. Because if they do not, then London is in field goal range.
From the shotgun, Pickler, time to throw, down to the middle, It's completed. Good for a 1st down to the 22-yard line. Big 3rd down conversion once again, that one going to Benji Madsen.
And that one was just a rainbow shot from Johnny Pickler. I didn't think that pass was going to get over the heads of the LA defenders, but Johnny Pickler manages, sometimes do some magic out there.
That'll take us down to the 2-minute warning here in LA. We're still tied 7-7. A couple minutes to go here in the half. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Twitch. Fresh set of downs for the Knights with 2 minutes to go here in the first half. They'll go into a 2-and-2 set against a dime package. Pickler going to hand off to Merrill up the middle. Ball is loose again! Second fumble of the game for Robert Merrill, but it's recovered by London, and it's going to be second down for a gain of 6.
And you heard me right away there, Ethan. I said again from Robert Merrill, because we have not seen something like this from Merrill all season. He had one fumble coming in this season, and now he's already committed his second.
That fumble recovered by Anthony Anderson, the left tackle, keeping it in London hands. Second down and 4. Screen to Merrill's completed. Going to get up to just outside of the 10-yard line. But it'll be enough for the first down. Merrill a little slow to get up, but he's up and ready to go, and it'll be first down.
Yeah, and Merrill's been a heavy part of this drive for London, so he can be a little bit excused here if he's a little tired after that play with another swing pass heading his way. But he got the first down. That's the key part.
5 wide receivers for Pickler. Looks like they might be going for the end zone here. First and 10 from the 11. Pickler looking for the throw to the end zone, to the corner.
Good deflection.
Great deflection on the play from Michelle Colston, keeping it out of London hands. It's second down.
Yeah, it was the perfect fade route to the corner of the end zone, looking for pay dirt again. We saw this earlier with Johnny Pickler trying to throw the end zone on a first and goal. Essentially didn't work out, but usually second time's a charm for him. So LA's got to step up again.
Second down and 10, 2 wide. Merrill in the backfield. We got one tight end on each side. Pickler gonna throw, looks to the end zone again, and it's caught this time. Touchdown, Benji Matson.
Yeah, and if you need a reliable option, man, London has so many options they could go to that are just way too reliable. And the tight end in Benji Matson is one of them. He's just a big body. It doesn't matter if it's a linebacker or a corner or a safety facing him. He's going to get his. And once you get into inside the 5-yard line, you always have to watch out for him. Nice out route. Left himself open just enough. Another score here for London. Great way to end the half for them. But with 1:05 to go, London still has a chance to respond.
Yeah, that drive going 13 plays for 74 yards, ending in that touchdown for Matson. JT Delaney on the low snap is up and through. That'll make it 14-7, and LA will have about a minute and change to get some more points on the board. And remember, they will get the football back to start the second half. Delaney ready to kick this one away. Shea Carroll back to return it for the Lycans. Lycans will still have all 3 timeouts for what will probably be the final drive of the half. Ball will be taken at about the 5. Going up to the 20. And up the middle, going nowhere on that attempt. But it'll set it up LA at the 27-yard line. So you have to figure they're probably going to have to go about maybe 40, 45 yards to get a reasonable shot at a field goal.
Yeah, at least a field goal here. And Los Angeles did a very, very good job on their last scoring drive to get themselves to a score. It was 9 plays, and it took about 3 minutes. So they need to cut that time a little bit and maybe start hurrying that up on their offense, too.
Twins to the right side for first down. They're going to hand it off. Probably not the best play there from Logan Jack. He'll get about a yard. I don't know if LA just feels content to go to the tunnel. They do get the ball to start the second half, but you'd like to get some points on the board prior to that and keep it within about a half a score.
Well, they're still going with a quick hurry up here, so they might have seen something out of this and might be changing the formations. Not too sure, though.
Second down and 9. They're going to have 3 wide receivers on the offset eye. Nickel pack for London. 30 seconds to go in the half. Richardson on the quick step. Throws it away. Gets it off in time. It'll be completed. They'll go for the no huddle here. Bring up third down and 3. Now 15 seconds to go. Richardson hands it off up the middle for Jack. Gets the first down. Gets up to the 45.
I'll call a timeout there.
They'll probably call a timeout with about 3 seconds to go. And they will do so. So they've got it just inside Hail Mary territory. And that's probably what they're going to be going for.
Yeah, this is going to be big for the offensive line just to keep that defensive line covered that they have all game so far. I haven't heard the name of Cam Frosby uttered out of your lips yet, Mr. Muslin, and that's just the credit of the offensive line to take care of Sully Richardson.
Yeah, Cam Frosby's only been credited with a half tackle, and that's been the only bit of action on the line so far. So LA will go for a Hail Mary attempt. From the shotgun, they're going to rush 4. Richardson with time. Going to heave it down, and it is intercepted. Picked away by number 25 of London, the secondary safety, Malik McNeil making the pick. And that will take us to the end of the first half. It's been a close one here and a bit of a low-scoring affair by SFL standards, but London leads the Lycans 14-7 after one half. This is the SFL presented by APM Music on Twitch. And here we go, starting the second half. LA to get the football to start the third quarter. And Delaney kicks this one away. Carroll going to take it from about the 5. Bring up to the 20. Push up to the 25. And nothing much there for the rest of it. Gets up to the 27-yard line. So no points on that last drive for LA. But they get the ball back to start the second half. And hopefully they'll get some points on this one.
Yeah, and they're probably looking to, start off this second half with a bang because London scored on their last drive. And they're kind of feeling a little bit more higher in spirits because LA stifled them for a lot of this first half and, forced them to basically under 21 points, which is usually what they have for a first half total.
From the shotgun for Richardson on first down. Throws to the right, deflected and incomplete. Nice deflection on that play from Brandon Ewing, this first deflection of the game.
Yeah, and that's a a risky pass. Those short out routes, it seems like London always has someone that stays up front on the flats and is ready for any possible pick 6 territory throw. So maybe the short outs ain't working. Maybe medium or deep outs, or maybe try to go with those sideline corners. Those might work for them.
3 wide receivers for second down. Richardson from under center, going to hand it off to Jack. Gets caught behind the line and not going to go anywhere on that play. Gagne making the tackle to set up third and long.
Yeah, and that's that London defense just, again, stifling the run game, forcing Logan Jack to go back. Only 15 yards coming into the second half for Logan Jack. He's been pretty quiet on that front despite the touchdown that he got earlier.
LA now in the Woolery set, 2 and 2. Richardson from under center has time, going to throw down the middle, deflected, and it's intercepted! Picked away from London down to the 30. He's got the lane, and it's going to go for Brandon Ewing into the end zone! Touchdown, London!
And they plant the sword right next to the Wolf on the end zone. That is just insulting to the fans of LA there. But again, that's another risky throw. You had 3 defenders in the vicinity. Jeff Gagne with the deflection and Brandon Ewing with the catch after the deflection. And he had a entourage with him. Just a field of London Knights around Ewing, and that's what led to the pick 6. Fantastic work defensively from the Knights.
That was a 37-yard pickoff returned for a touchdown. Put London up by 2 scores. JT Delaney to kick this away for an extra point to make it a 14-point ball game. Good snap, good hold. Kick on the way and through. So 10-15 to go here in the third quarter. It's now 21-7 in favor of London. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for information about the league and its 28 teams. All the places you can watch live games, plus links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. See all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. Simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL. This one's going to be returned from about the 3 up to the 25. Shakes one tackle up to the 30. And only going to get to the 31-yard line. Bit of a better field position to start this next drive. But LA now down by 14 instead of being down by 7.
Yeah, they got to shake off that pick 6 quickly. And they need to respond. Because like I said, once London gets going, they don't seem to stop. So if you might have to go tit for tat with them going forward.
They will have to increase their aggression if they want to get back into a one-score game. 1st and 10, 3 wide receivers to the right side. Richardson, quick step, throws down the middle, incomplete. That one intended for number 80 of Los Angeles. That was Clyde Jones, the secondary tight end, but nothing doing on that one. 2nd down.
Yeah, and the aggression doesn't start with there on that first down play. That just seemed a little bit wonky from the start. It didn't look like the receivers were ready, which is why Sully was forced to throw to his second tight end, and it just didn't work.
2nd down and 10. They're going to go 3 wide with 2 back. Nickel package for London. Handing it off up the middle for, looks like that was Logan Jack. And only going to get about a yard before he gets up to the 32. And now a 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the day for Logan Jack. You can see the 1.7 average yards a carry there for him, as he just hasn't had any luck. Both running games have been relatively quiet in this game. Both the passing games have been more prolific than anything.
On 3rd and 9, Richardson under pressure. Penalty marker down. It's intercepted. So that's picked off. That is another pick for Brandon Ewing, but it'll depend on the penalty.
There might be a hold on the offense, so this pick might still happen here.
It is a defensive holding call
Wow.
against the Knights. That one called against Emmanuel Blackman. So the interception will come off the board, and it's an automatic 1st down for LA.
Wow. Auto 1st down. You don't see defensive holdings all too often in the SFL, and that just basically turned the whole thing around. It turned basically a pick into a free 1st down for LA.
From the offset eye, Richardson going to have a bit of a hit as he throws, and that's incomplete. Looks like Pryor almost had it on the slide, but nothing doing on that play. 2nd down.
Yeah, got to give credit to LZ Pryor there to at least make the attempt to throw basically a duck of a throw after Sully got hit on there. So good attempt, but nonetheless, 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10. They're going to go with twins to the right side, both Jack and Rahman in the backfield. From under center, Richardson going to hand it off, but Logan Jack going nowhere. He'll only get back to the line of scrimmage before being taken down by Roberto, and that sets up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, it just seems like the linebackers have just been ready all throughout this game for London. As another tackle happens, you could almost call it a tackle for loss as well, because that was pretty much right at the line, maybe a few inches behind.
Shotgun formation, 3 to the right, 2 to the left for 3rd and 10. Richardson from a low snap finds an open receiver. We'll bring it up to the LA 41, but nothing doing on the rest of that drive, even though Lee made the catch, so that'll force LA to punt.
Yeah, a bit of a doom play from the start. You had both your receivers kind of going on out routes, it looked like. So it was very clearly not going to happen for Los Angeles. Almost a concession play to punt the football back to London, which I don't know if you want to do, because after that pick 6, I think Johnny Pickler is going to be fired up to get back on offense.
Race to punt this away, and the punt is blocked!
Lord.
Picked up by LA, so it could get room to run.
Nope.
But it only get down to the 34-yard line. So it'll be a turnover at the LA 34. Nice attempt by the Lycan special team to try to get it across, but nothing doing after the block.
Yeah, and here you go. London gets 34 yards to the end zone, already in JT Delaney's range. This would be a 50-yarder if they got no ground out of this, but I don't expect London to get 0 yards in 3 plays. So this is just almost a freebie, it feels like, for this London team.
Pickler from under center. Going to throw over to the right side. It's completed for about 9. Caught by Benji Matson. Set up 2nd down and 1 at the 26.
Yeah, you want to talk about the strength of Benji Matson? He had 2 defenders on him, still manages to grab the catch over, a reaching defender over him and a defender behind him. He was just sandwiched between 2, still managed to grab the catch.
Offset eye for 2nd down and 1. Handoff to Merrill. Left side gets the 1st down just barely. No, they're going to say he's short.
Don't.
Oh, that is a big stop from Gary Marks. And you might see a little bit of red laundry come out if they think that he made it.
I think he made that. They're not challenging the play. They're going to go with 3rd and inches because they know that they have at least field goal range out of this, and they want to keep their timeouts, which isn't too bad, but that is a terrible call.
Merrill going to get wrapped up from behind, and he will make the first down this time.
Wow.
Just barely crossing the line to gain. He got swarmed on that play, but keeps it to the 24 for a first down.
All right, now I think LA needs to challenge that play because I don't even think Merrill got that first down, but that might have been just, jeez. Oh, my Lord. I don't know what these refs are looking at, dude.
That's going to be a real tough one. Merrill now getting from behind and just gets up to the 21-yard line. Gain of 3 there. He managed to survive first contact from behind the line of scrimmage and just keep pushing that from a negative to a positive.
Yeah, and I think both teams going to have to, shake themselves off after, 2 questionable plays, let's just say, of where the football was placed on that. But nonetheless, 2nd and 7.
3 wide versus a nickel set. Pickler stepping back to throw. Left side. Finds an open receiver. It's Vincalia.
Oh.
He gets down to the 2-yard line. It'll be first down and goal to go for London. And, yeah, now they're starting to pour it on.
Yeah, there's that red zone threat. Vincalia, he can just turn it up a notch. And that looked to be a comebacks that turned into an out route on Vincalia. And look at the spin move. Just, that breeze by. Yeah, see you later, buddy. No sign of Mike Scott heading anywhere near Vincalia. Not even in the same area code at this point. But 2-yard line. Here you go, London.
Offset eye for first and goal. From under center. Merrill getting the handoff. Gets caught in the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard loss on the play. Good stop there from Buddy Blaze. Bring up 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and Los Angeles' goal here, they know that they probably want to feed Merrill the football inside the 5-yard line. So let's push him back outside the 5, force him to throw that rock. Maybe instead, it looks like they're going to go Merrill's way again. So let's be ready for that rush attack again.
They've got a power eye formation set up to do it. Merrill getting the handoff on 2nd down.
Good
right
blocking.
side, going to push ahead. Not going to get to the end zone this time, but he'll get down to the 2. Almost near to the original line of scrimmage. And set up 3rd down and goal.
Yeah, not too bad of an idea from the London offense. They decided to go with a little bit of an entourage to lead Merrill to the end zone, but it didn't really quite work. So it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 2 based on neutral ground.
Merrill with the handoff again. Gets hit in the back again. Another 4-yard loss. A great goal line stand for the Lycans. That'll force JT Delaney to come out to kick the field goal.
And that was so quick. It just felt like when they got back to neutral ground, it was all the way back to that 1st and goal scenario where they lost 4 yards out of that. And great work from LA on this goal line stand and force a field goal out of this instead of being down quickly by 3 scores.
So this will be a 22-yard attempt for JT Delaney, who's 19 of 19 for this season. Able to make it 20 for 20. The kick is up. And it is good. Make it 24-7 in favor of London with 4:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. The SFL Minor League is about to begin. Games kick off Friday, October 14th on SFL's YouTube channel. It's not too late to create your player and get them involved in the next rookie class. Season 20's rookie draft takes place December 17th and 18th, so don't miss your chance. The sooner you create your player, the better your player will be on draft day. For more information, visit simulationfl.net. Run here up the middle is going to go for about 28 yards. A nice return for Carroll to set up for LA's next drive. So now instead of being down by 21, they are down by 17. Still a 3-score game, but a little bit more manageable.
Oh yeah, very much manageable here. There's still plenty of time left on the clock, but right now they need to score on this drive if they want to have a decent chance of starting the comeback train.
They're going to have to do it this time before they want to get into the 4th quarter. Richardson on the short throw finds a completion. Going to get to the 37-yard line. Their tackle there from Tony Roberto. But a nice catch from the tight end, Jack Flash. That's his first catch of the game.
Yeah, they've kind of been keeping Jack Flash in check. The tight ends haven't been really too much involved this offense, but this time he finally gets reception out of him, Jack Flash, just his first. It's usually been mostly Shea Carroll or Chris Lee, the benefactor of the offense.
Second and 2. They'll hand off to Jack, who's caught at the line of scrimmage. They'll credit him with a yard. Another stop there from Tallymac Scarborough to set up 3rd down and 1.
Just completely swarmed. It looked like there were 6 London defenders, that entire defensive line, along with a couple linebackers. It looked to be Jeff Gagne in that vicinity too, just swarming to Logan.
Richardson on the throw, gonna find a receiver. Will they get to the first down marker? No! Cannot do it this time. Roberto with another tackle. This one stopping Tommy Rahman, who got his first catch from getting the first down. Then that forces LA to punt once again.
And doing a great job in finding his man, and on that opposite side swing pass, that might have been a great call made by Los Angeles, but good recognition and adjustment from London to find Jack and get him behind the first down line.
Forcing Grace to punt this away again, no pressure. And it'll be brought to a fair catch at the London 31-yard line. London now just needs to watch the clock, because that's going to be their biggest enemy right now with them being up 17. There's about 14 minutes and 39 seconds of football left to play.
Yeah, and right now, London, it feels like they have everything going right now offensively, which they couldn't say, at least in that first in parts of the second quarter. So they're definitely cruising right now.
Pickler going to screen it out to Merrill. It's completed behind the line. Gets first contact and gets brought down to the 36. A gain of 5 yards on the play. And Stinson and Blaze were there to make that stop for second down.
Yeah, and they'll take a 5 yards. It opens up things for second down here. And London just playing a pretty efficient game. They haven't had anything really too much to complain about except the 2 fumbles from Merrill right now.
2nd and 5. They'll hand off to Merrill, right side. Going to get to the 40. Nice little wrap tackle there to slow down the play, but sets up 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, 3rd and super short here for London. They've been really good on efficiencies this game here. 6 of 9. That's a very nice conversion, I would like to say. And they could go 7 of 10 if they can make it successful here.
Power I formation could do it here. 3rd and 1. Pickler to throw. Gets it to Merrill, who's caught behind the line of scrimmage, and it's a stop. What a stop by the LA defense as Stinson holds down and stops Merrill from crossing the line of scrimmage.
Unbelievable work from Los Angeles, thinking on that basically it was a screen pass, and it looked like Merrill had plenty of space to get that first down, and just all of a sudden 3 defenders swing by and get to Merrill just behind the first down line, and now Los Angeles is going to get this football back. Great work.
Fair catch will be called and at the 28-yard line. Another great defensive stop by the LA defense. Buddy Blaze has been having himself a game, already looking at about 7 tackles with 2 assists. 2 of those tackles going for loss. He's been a big factor in this LA defense holding London. So LA's going to come out in the pistol set for 1st and 10. Richardson going to take the snap, has some time in the pocket, throws to the left side. It'll be completed. Pushing ahead nearly for a first down is Chris Lee. He'll get a 9-yard gain before getting pushed out of bounds.
Now, what a great way to sneak himself after that out route to just keep to the sidelines and keep moving forward, because that surely only looked like a 3-yard catch at first, and he just pushed himself forward. Makes it a 2nd and 1 instead of a 2nd and medium. Great work, sorry.
In the offset I formation for LA here on 2nd down. Handing it off to Jack. He'll get the first. Tried to cut inside. Might have should have gone for the outside to get some more room going, but it's enough to move the chains.
Exactly my thoughts there. If he would have stuck outside, maybe he would have gotten a good 10 yards out of that. I don't think a defender would have gotten to Jack before at least the 45-yard line. So nonetheless, they get the first down in a new set.
Richardson going to change up the play here for 1st and 10 from the LA 38. They'll have 3 wide receivers to the left side. Hand off to Jack. Cuts to the left. Cuts back in on the spin move. Going to get about 7 before he's brought down to the 45-yard line. Tackle there from William Davidson. One of the first times we've seen the line getting some action in.
Yeah, they must have saw something on that London defensive back set that they didn't really like, because that was a clear passing formation with the three receivers to the left.
That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Let's see some 4s, 12s, 86s, 68s in the chat, folks. We got 1 quarter of football left to play, and LA's trailing by 17, 24-7. You're watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on Twitch. Flip the fields here to start the fourth quarter here at Full Moon Coliseum. Ethan Muslin, Brett Solberg here on the call. Statisticians Declan O'Rourke and Stephen Hacker making us look smart, and we always appreciate you doing that. Logan Jack up the middle here for second down. He'll push and keep pushing. Gets to the 48 and manages to push ahead for a first down.
Yeah, now this is Logan Jack's time to, kind of step up here, because he's been quiet, and he's stepping up here on this drive, getting some big runs, and now squeezing himself through for these first downs. LA definitely needs to score on this drive, down 17. It's 3 scores. You have to get 3 possessions out of your team on this fourth quarter.
Gonna go with 3 wide receivers to the left side. Richardson with a quick step, throws left, gets the completion inside London territory. Chris Lee making the catch out of bounds at the 44.
Yeah, he almost did the same thing that he did earlier in the drive again, but only getting 7 yards instead of 9. He's done just great work changing his direction and being able to, just stick his feet to the sidelines. But right now, clock is ticking, so they should really start hurrying things up in terms of formation perspective.
Second down and 3. They're going to have 4 wide with 3 to the right. Hand off to Jack, up to the right side, gets the first down. He's got room to run, cannot shake the tackle, though. Got wrapped out behind by Tony Roberto. He'll get down to the London 28-yard line and another first down.
And by far the biggest run of the game for Logan Jack. Finally breaks through. We've been waiting for it all game, and he just finds the gap on the middle right side and just keeps following that path. That's all he needed to do there. Finally breaks open for a big run, as he now finally has maybe some respectable numbers on the rushing department.
The 16-yard gain there, his longest of the day. They'll hand it off to him again. He'll get wrapped up by a couple of defenders. Got caught by a couple of blockers in front of him, but it'll only get a gain of 5.
Yeah, and Logan Jack, like I said, and he's starting to prove me right here. He's stepping up in the moment that they need him the most, which is in this fourth quarter. And right now, those yards are coming in big for him.
Now second down and 5. Richardson will have 3 wide receivers, offset I formation. Handing it off to Jack, and a cut to the right side. Gets swamped at one behind. A nice takedown from Jack Russell for a loss of 2. Now it'll be third down and 8.
And that man was Need for Speed hot pursuit on Logan Jack. Even though he had an offensive guy on him that entire time, he was going to wrap his arm around the leg of Logan Jack as quickly as he could.
From 5 wide receivers, Richardson with the low snap, stepping up, and he's brought down from behind. It's a sack. Loss of 1 on the play. And that LA offense just kind of sputtered out as Cam Frosby, there's the name we've been wanting to hear, gets his sack.
Yeah, and I've been waiting to talk about him as well. Leading the league in sacks and TFLs. Get this, sack number 17 for him this season now.
Fantastic job from Cam Frosby. This will set up the field goal attempt. Will be about a 44-yarder for Sid Lindy. Good snap, good hold. Kick on the way to make it 14-point deficit. It's good! Makes it 24-10 now with 8:02 to go here in the fourth quarter. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. So good drive for LA, gets them back within 2 touchdowns. This will be taken at about the 2. We're going to bring up to the 20 and to the 26-yard line. London has about 8 minutes to kill if they want to hold on to a 2-score win And that LA defense is going to have to really step up big time in these next couple of drives.
Two ways London can approach this here. They can shed clock, get as close down the field as possible, or they can quick strike here and get that salami and cheese ready to go and ice this football game if they want.
Pickler going to hand off to Merrill up the middle. It could be about a gain of 6. He gets wrapped up and brought down by, looks like that was Ryan Yosef and Chad Stinson helping to make that stop. Bring up 2nd down and 4.
Yeah, big test here for Los Angeles. Again, they've been on huge tests all throughout this game here, but none bigger than this one. Your team's down 2 scores with about 7.5 left to go. London want to shed clock, and you want to get this football back as quickly as possible.
Pickler to throw on 2nd down. Wide open. It's the receiver, Vincalia, gets it into LA territory. A big play there for London, sets up 1st down.
And we talked about how, such a utility man Vincalia can be. Just slips himself, and he just happens to be wide open. Mike Scott having to be that help side defender, and he was way too late and basically already crossing midfield almost. Yeah, pretty much was Vincalia.
So now 1st and 10. Up to the 41 of LA with 5 wide receivers. Pickler looking to throw, plenty of time, gets the short pass. It'll be completed down to the 33-yard line. Nice gain on that play. That was number 88 of London. That's the secondary wide receiver, Amari Addison.
Yeah, and great job from London to just keep moving down the field. Already in JT Delaney range again. And they're threatening here on this drive, which might have what they wanted, just a quick score to ice the game.
Offset eye for 2nd and 1. Pickler to throw. Pressure. Throws to the left side. Completed to Matson, who gets down to the 16-yard line. A big gain. That'd be about 10 and change to bring it up to 1st down in the red zone.
Sometimes I just feel like it's not fair when I watch Johnny Pickler throw a football, because as soon as that ball went up in the air and I saw Benji Matson running, I didn't think any other thought to myself other than, oh, he's going to catch that. Because there was no other player that was going to catch that football other than Benji Matson. What a dot of a throw.
Now 1st down in the LA red zone. 4 wide receivers. Merrill in the backfield. Nickel pack for the Lycans. Pickler to throw. Going to throw out right side. Completed to Terrence Weary, who gets to the 5-yard line. It's a 1st down with about 10.5 yards to make it 1st down and goal.
And again, it just seemed super easy. And again, Terrence Weary making his former team pay. 5th reception and probably his 4th reception that has led to a 1st down for this team. 49 yards might not say a lot, but those have been huge yards for this London offense.
1st and goal for Merrill. Going to run up the right side and into the end zone. Touchdown, London, and the Knights. They have just checkmated the Lycans into submission after that score.
Yeah, that'll make it a 3-score game. That seems unreachable at this point. And it was just all second half work from this London squad. They did such a great job to get themselves essentially turning around from just a 36-yard 3rd quarter and basically right the track for them. And now they're definitely reaping the benefits. After this extra point, 21 points makes it a tough game for Los Angeles now.
Yeah, that drive, 6 plays, 76 yards. Pickler went 4 for 4 on his passing attempts as the kick for Delaney is up and through. Make it 31-10 in favor of London. And yeah, now with LA down by 3 scores, about 5.5 to go here in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a tough one because London, if they hold this out, they'll get to 10 wins on the season, and they will look very likely to run the table because they get Portland and Motor City next up, and those aren't those are possibilities that they might get to 12-0. But we've seen what happens with undefeated teams in this league as we have the run back to the LA 25.
Well, we have seen undefeated teams so far, and they've kind of squandered opportunities. But we also have to remember Baltimore did have that perfect season to win a championship as well.
That is true. 1st and 10 for LA. We're going to go into a shotgun set. Richardson with time. Going to throw left, and it's completed for a first down, out of bounds at the 35. Let's say you got about 10.5 yards on the play, and it's another first down for the Lycans.
Yeah, not too bad of a start here for London, or Los Angeles, I should say. Both L teams. It's been tough throughout this game. Nonetheless, a great start from Los Angeles, getting a quick first down, and that's what they need to do here. They need to get quick first downs on their first and second down plays.
Yeah, they're going to have to do a couple of quick strikes for about 20 or 30 just to try to give themselves any hope to get back into this game. Richardson from under center, going to hand off to Jack. Caught at the line, going to get about a yard, and LA will go into a no-huddle offense. Probably not the best one to do on a running play. But Richardson to throw, and gets
man, no way!
Intercepted, and it's Brandon Ewing. He's going to take it all the way back once again for a touchdown. That's his second pick six of the game.
Man, that is just the absolute worst luck you can find imaginable. Off the hands of the receiver, right into the breadbasket of Brandon Ewing. You couldn't ask for an easier interception and an easier pick six in your life. If you didn't think that last touchdown from London was icing on the cake, how about this one? Salami and cheese, bring it out. This ball game's over.
Yeah, the mustard's on the hot dog. The mayo's in the fridge, as the old late great Chick Hearn would say. Wow, that was an incredible feat from Ewing. Here's the thing. Brandon Ewing, in his 6 seasons here in the SFL, has had 1 pick six in his career. Now, after tonight, he's got 3. He's just tripled his touchdown totals just from tonight.
Yeah, now he's going to be thinking probably all-time leaderboard up at this point, because I think the leading person has 8. So if he continues on this torrid pace just from this game, he could probably get this by the end of the season.
I wouldn't bet on that. But that third pick six does put him tied with a Qantas Shine for the pick sixes. That touchdown by Ewing, that pick six going for 43 yards. As LA will set up once again from their own 27. Now down 27 points.
Whew.
A tough day for LA here at home. What seemed to be going okay has now gone from bad to worse. Mm-hmm. And Richardson going to try to throw here. And he managed to make the catch. Great play there to get it to the 41-yard line. Gain of 14. Set up first down once again. Going again with a no-huddle. Richardson, pressure coming. Going to throw to the right side. Gets caught. And gets a couple of more yards on that one to bring up second down and 8 after 2 yards. Looks like that was Rahman making the catch.
Mm-hmm.
Setting up once again. Richardson, quick step. Going to Rahman again this time. Going to get another couple of yards. And cannot get out of bounds, so the clock will keep running. Now third down and 6. Back into the set. Richardson takes the snap. Gonna find a receiver down the middle. Oh, it's tipped away, incomplete.
And we've seen that
intended for number 10 of Los Angeles. That was Cameron Longshot, the secondary receiver.
Yeah, and we've seen that a few times. It just seems like Los Angeles's receivers have gotten a couple cases of the butterfingers in the second half, and it hasn't been good. You can see the results on that just from the scoreline.
So they'll go for it on fourth down, try to keep themselves in it. Richardson from the shotgun, going to throw to the left side, finds a receiver, gets the first down, and out of bounds at the London 47. Chris Lee keeping LA in it.
Yeah, and that's all they really want here. They need to get some type of concession points out of everything, because I feel like things are out of reach for them no matter what. I don't think we've seen a 27-point swing in 3.5 minutes. But you try to trot out as much offense as you can and work whatever is successful for you right now.
Yeah, absolutely should. First down and 10 now from the 47 of London. Richardson stepping back, going to screen it out to the right side. It'll be completed. Get about They're not going to give him a yard. They're just going to give him 1. Nothing doing there. So now 2nd down and 10. Richardson going to throw the deep ball down the right side, and that is intercepted. Picked away by number 21, Jack Russell. Excuse me. That was Emmanuel Blackman making the catch. And that should just about seal it for the Knights.
Yep, just a quick one-on-one matchup, and it was against LZ Pryor, who has had basically no involvement in the offense. It's been mostly Chris Lee and Shea Carroll, so maybe trying to misdirect them by going LZ's way, but it doesn't work out. Emmanuel Blackman ready to go, so now expect London to go Robert Merrill's way the rest of the time here.
Probably not likely this time. Looks like we saw Brady Maynard out on the field, so we might be seeing some of the secondary players get some love, and we will. That's Slade McRunfast getting the run there for no gain on the play. So London sending out their secondary players to get some time, to get some action in, and hopefully ice this game a little bit further.
Yeah, and there's one name that we say a lot when it comes to, backup halfbacks, other than maybe Samuels over in DC, and that's Slade's McRunfast. We love my McRunsfast here in the booth.
With a little bit of Honey Mussy on the side as well. Power high formation, 2nd and 10. McRunsfast going to get swarmed up in the backfield for 2-yard loss. And then bring up 3rd down and 12. So London, assuming this score is going to hold, will go to 10-0. They'll face Portland next week at Queensway, and then they will go to Detroit to take on Motor City in the season finale. Everything's looking to go London's way to go to a 12-0 regular season.
So far, so good for them, yeah.
3rd down and 12. Maynard's got 2 and 2. They're going to hand it off to McRunsfast, but gets another 1-yard loss, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in Los Angeles. London hoping to put a 2nd digit in the win column and go to 10-0. They're leading 38-10. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music on Twitch. So London going to bring out the punting unit here, and they'll kick it away. And this one will be taken at the 45 of LA. Going to get it up right to the midfield stripe. So LA will have an opportunity to put a few more points on the board. Tomorrow, Next Level Sports coverage of the Simulation Football League continues at 8:45 Eastern. Florida tries to keep its slim lead in the East Division at rival Denver. Plus, live look-ins on high-flying San Diego in desperation mode, visiting Lone Star. For our channel guide and more information about NXT, visit NLSE.com. Richardson going to be in the shotgun, 5 wide receivers. Takes the snap, going to heave one out to the left side. That one's incomplete. And looks like they're being intended for, looks like it might have been intended for the Lee, but Hendricks there to make the stop to bring up 2nd down.
And just going to the side there, if anyone's watching the DC-Minnesota matchup, Daniel Wright just picked off Shabazz Synergy, and now Minnesota has a chance to take the lead at the 17-yard line.
Incredible game there from DC and Minnesota. You can watch that on Next Level Sports. Richardson going to screen out this time to Jack. He'll get some room to run. Gets to the 41, just short of the 1st down. That'll set up 3rd down and inches to go. LA again on 2 and 2. Richardson going to pass down the middle. Incomplete. Right in the middle of that was number 52 of London, secondary linebacker Hayes Cooper. Now set up 4th down and very short.
Yeah, it looked like he almost has the same build as Jeff Gagne, because I was about to call him Stonehands Gagne after that play, but Cooper gets himself a nice deflection on that and sets up a 4th and inches for LA.
4th down and very short to go. Richardson going to find a receiver? No, he will not. It's deflected away from number 98. Nice big stop there from Tony Roberto. And that'll turn the ball over back to London.
Backups might be in defensively, but that doesn't mean Tony Roberto's not going to get some reps out on the field as he gets another pass deflection. And that's been the story of the day, or story of the season, I should say, for London's linebacking core. A lot of pass deflections from them that stifles any kind of passing offense from working.
So we'll see the secondary for London under center. And they hand it off to McRuns fast, but can't go anywhere on that play. It'll be a loss of 3. LA will take its timeout with 2 remaining. Hoping to get maybe one last chance to put some points on the board and hopefully avoid tying a record that they would share with Denver. The record held by London for least points scored on the road. I'm sorry, for least the least points allowed on the road would be actually against Sioux Falls back in season 19 when they defeated the Sparrows 16-10. Another timeout called by LA after no gain from McRuns fast.
Yeah, and here's another fact that that was brought up at the pregame show from Cameron Irvine. If this game remains 38-10, right now, London would have a point differential that would be +1 above Baltimore's point differential record. And if they continue this route there, they will have the best point differential that any team has ever had in the history of the SFL.
And that's only with 10 games under their belt. They would still have 2 more to go. Pass here deflected and incomplete. So London will force the punt away as that pass was intended for number 15. That was, I'm looking at, that's Fox Highwind, who was still on the field and trying to get some reps in, but that'll force the punt.
I think there's a good reason why Fox Highwind is still out on the field. He hasn't had a catch yet this game. As much as London's been successful, Highwind's kind of been on donuts with his catches here.
So the punt will be away, and it'll be about a minute and change to go after the return. Sets up LA from the 32-yard line. So LA, with the loss, are going to go to 3-7. They'll effectively be out of the playoff hunt. And it's kind of crucial for a lot of 6-loss teams to really try to keep themselves in it, because the way things are looking with the playoff structure staying the same and going to 28 teams, 7-5 seems to likely be the benchmark to get in.
Yeah, that looks to be it. Yeah, it's in 6-6. I said this season might have been the marker, but right now 7-5 is it. Great catch.
Great catch there from Jack Flash, and he's going to get himself into the end zone. Touchdown, LA!
Yeah, there's a bright mark that you can have LA after, you could probably say, a disappointing second half, all things said and done. And Jack Flash gets himself just wide open, and, that tells London, next week, maybe you can get that point differential record right now. But Jack Flash just shedding a tackle, and sorry, Tony Roberto, you can't get to the speed of Jack Flash. He's, the Flash most days, probably the fastest tight end in the business here, and Los Angeles gets 6.
That reception for Jack Flash going 68 yards for the touchdown. Great pass there to get LA down to within 3 scores. And at the very least, make London look like $1 million. The kick here from Sidolindi is up and through. 57 seconds to go. And it's now a 21-point difference, with London leading 38-17. Looking at LA's schedule for the rest of the season, they'll have 2 games left. They're going to be going to Canton to take on the Classics, and then they'll be back here at Full Moon to take on Vancouver. So hoping to keep themselves at least in a decent position as this onside kick is recovered by London. And that will just about seal the deal. London, now at 10-0, are looking to probably get themselves a first-round bye going into the playoffs now.
Yeah, and just going back into this Minnesota-DC game, Minnesota just scored a touchdown. So if it continues this way here, London's going to have a clear advantage on the leaderboards here and might get a first-round bye after this week.
The kneel down there is going to force the last time out for Los Angeles. And this is an incredible run from London, who have just been improving themselves season after season. After 2-2-10 campaigns in 14 and 15, they improved to 5-7 in season 16, made the playoffs for the first time in season 17, had their first winning record in franchise history last season, going 7-5, managing to win a playoff game for their first time, and now they're looking to get their first 10-win season in franchise history. This London franchise definitely on the up and up.
Yeah, and a lot of people are probably gonna doubt London's record right away, saying, "Oh, what about their strength of schedule? They're the bottom of the league in strength of schedule, and beating a team that's 3-6, it isn't even that good." But at the end of the day, they're beating teams that they're supposed to, and that's what's led to their 10-0 record. It doesn't matter about who they face; they've beat the teams they needed to get to this 10-0.
Yeah, and looking at the other team, at the teams with winning records that they've beaten Vancouver, they've taken down Minnesota, they've beaten Sioux Falls, they've beaten Tulsa, and those are teams that are likely going to remain on the winning side of the win column
Mm-hmm.
going into the final weeks of the season. There's zeros on the board, and the game has come to a close. London now goes to 10-0. They have defeated the LA Lycans 38-17. This was all around dominance by the London offense and defense. Look at that. 5 turnovers compared to 1.
Yeah, and it was just all second half action, because we have to remember it was 14-7 after the first half. It was a game where anybody could have shifted momentum, and just immediately right away it was a pick six from Brandon Ewing, that first one that you see right there, that basically turned the tide for London and made it their game, because that defense stepped up a little bit more. Only allowed that main defensive line only allowed 3 points the entire second half, if you take away that Jack Flash touchdown in the late stages of garbage time, let's be honest here. But going back to my point here, London everything just turned around in that second half after that first Brandon Ewing pick six. And it seemed like everything was clicking. Once the drives happened offensively, everything was working. Once they got back on defense, it seemed like they were stopping anything that Los Angeles was trying to throw at them. So it's just all around great effort from London, and that's one of the reasons why they are 10-0, and they are pretty much almost a lock for that number 1 seed right now.
Yeah, they're pretty much a lock in there. And then here's the second pick six of that half by Brandon Ewing, putting him to 3 on his career. And that's the thing. You take those 2 pick sixes off the board, then you're looking at a 28-10 game. Because if we're gonna tack off the garbage time touchdown, that's still a close game for LA to get back into it.
It is, absolutely. And then LA pushed as hard as they could against such a tough London team, and they just couldn't get it. Player of the game, I'm going to say Brandon Ewing.
It definitely would be in my book, but it'll be Johnny Pickler, quarterback, with 26 of 31, 266 yards, 2 touchdowns, a clean game with no picks, and a QBR of 123.9. That'll do it for us here in Los Angeles. I'll have a nice short trip home after this one. Once again, final score from LA: the London Knights 38, the LA Lycans 17. For everyone here in the broadcast booth, my partner Brett Solberg, our statisticians Declan O'Rourke and Stephen Hacker, and of course our commissioner, producer extraordinaire Cameron Irvine. My name is Ethan Muslin, and we will see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Badu.